Hey guys, welcome to lesson 2. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to look at the auction insights for your active campaigns. So to do that, I'm going to hop over into the AdWords platform. And to get to the auction insights section, what you have to do is make sure that you are inside of a campaign. So you can, like right now I'm inside this account level here, and this is my campaign. And I've actually clicked on search campaigns over here, and now I'm in my actual search campaign. So get to the campaign level, and then once you're in there, you'll see a tab here that says Auction Insights. So just click on that tab, and what it's going to display is some competitive insights here for you, and it's really helpful information. What it's going to do is show you data from what Google thinks are your top competitors. So these are competitors that are basically showing for the same keywords or types of keywords that you have put in for your campaign. So it does a pretty good job. So I really like looking at this information. It's very helpful. And basically it's showing you at the top in the top row. This is your performance information here. And then down below, it's going to list out all of your top competitors. So the only one that maybe isn't super relevant in this case is about.com, but I'm assuming that what's happening here is about.com just is displaying. They have really good SEO. I do know that. They have a ton of content on their site optimized for specific keywords, so they're just ranking and running ads on, so they're running paid ads and ranking organically, but their paid ads, they are running for these same search terms to run traffic to their pages about LASIK. So this type of page you're probably not going to be too worried about, and just by glancing at some of the data, it's not doing too great of a job anyways at taking any impression share away. But I'll just run through what data you're seeing here. So the first column here is called impression share, and basically what this is telling you what percentage of all the impressions out there. So for all the search volume out there on your keywords that you're running, how much of those keywords are you showing for? So it's really all it's showing. And then it's comparing you to your competitors. So in this case, it's doing pretty good. You have this advertiser has pretty good impression share, 88%. That means 88% of the time the ads that are in these campaigns are actually showing. So that's really good. And then if you go down here and you take a look at like LASIKplus.com for these keywords, they're only showing about 20% of the time on those impressions. Then LASIK Vision Institute is only showing about same 20%, tlcvision.com about 10%. So I would say this is a pretty good impression share. Obviously you want to show as much as possible and get as close to 100% as possible, but at least you can go in here and take a look here and see if anybody's really, beating you out by a lot, or, just who else has a good impression share percentage there. Then the next column is average position, and this is just indicating the actual place that you're showing up in the search engine results pages. So if you're in the top spot, that's spot number 1. The second spot is 2, and the third spot is 3, and so on. And the reason that these have like 1.3 and 1.7 and 2.7, the reason that they're not even numbers is because you have averages. So you may have, so for this first one, it's 1.3. So this means that most of the time it was in spot number 1, but sometimes it showed up in 2 or 3 to just average out at a 1.3. And so then LASIK Plus is averaging 1.7, LASIK Vision Institute 2.7, and so on. So very good position for this advertiser. Now the next column is called overlap rate. And what this is telling you is what percentage of the competitors' ads are showing up at the same time and overlapping with your ads. So basically it's like, when are they showing at the exact same time? And this will give you a good, explanation of a little bit more about that here. If you hover over all of these, there's like an explanation there. So this one says overlap rate is how often another advertiser's ad receives an impression in the same auction that yours did. So it's basically the same thing as what I just said. It's just showing up at the exact same time on the screen. This is how often that's happening. Then over here you have the position above rate, and basically what that means is how often the advertiser's ad is showing above. So you're in the same auction and it's showing in a higher position than you. So this one right here, LASIK Plus, in 60% of the auctions, it's showing up higher in just like where they're showing up in the ad results. So that's good information to know. And look at this one down here, 81% of the time it's showing up higher. So that's interesting as well. And then over here we have top of page rate. So this is just how often your ad is, or your competitor's ad is showing up at the very top. And so you can see most of the time it's this advertiser, and a lot of times this one, so you can just kind of get some competitive metrics there. And then finally we have the outranking share. So basically this is just saying how often your ad ranked higher than the advertiser's ad. So you can see there that again this one's doing pretty well. So I just thought those were some really interesting metrics that you guys might want to take a look at to help you see where there are opportunities or which competitors specifically are really, taking impression share away from you, what overlap rate you have. It's really good information to have, and then you can kind of study these competitors. You can use insights like I showed you guys in the first module. You can pull up tools like SpyFu or SEMrush and things like that, and really take a look at these sites and see what they're doing and see what keywords they're using to see if there's any missed opportunities there. So I hope that you guys can find some valuable information in these auction insights, and you guys are able to take that data and put it to some good use. So that's it for this lesson. I will see you guys in lesson 3.